What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Game Blaze. And today, it's Friday. It's time to party. We got Sim Game Friday. That's what we're doing here. And we got Judge Sim. This is a great sim. We've been on this for a couple weeks now. I can't wait to get back into it. We're finishing week 12, about to jump on week 13. Let's check our stats. We got 85% mental health. Sounds about right. Wife here, totally zanned out of her mind. Serial killer son. Cat that hates us. Totally depressed daughter. Sounds about right for a middle-aged man. $4,600 in the bank. We are balling, dude. We are, for a third world country, for a banana republic, dude, we are ballin'. Anyway, let's go to bed. Let's be responsible adults. Let's do this thing. Let's go. Week 13, case 1. Who we got here? We got Ashley Cohen and David Hamilton. Got to check our possibility of arrest. Possibility of assassination's creeping up there. I feel like we got to keep an eye on that. This stuff we all know. All right. Let's check the evidence file. Review report. Only iron fences were built around the building. Wow. Sometimes I read stuff and I'm like, that's not what it says. Only iron fences were built around the building construction. There are no signs to deter pedestrians passing near the construction site. Employees have sufficient protective equipment. As a matter of fact, it has been observed that employees who are required to use protective equipment, even if not during the working hours, do not use this equipment. Okay, so yeah, so the employees are not using their protective equipment. We can see that. But they have sufficient protective gear. Okay. There is no safety rope on the scaffolding built around the building to prevent the work team from falling. That's not good. But it says they have sufficient protective equipment. They're just not wearing it. And then they don't have rope. That's bizarre. Okay. Fred Cohen autopsy report. Oh no! All the damage occurred in the upper part because the person hit the ground head first while falling. The brain was critically damaged. The person died instantly. This is why I like reading the evidence first, because then when I get into the case, I already kind of know what's cracking over here. Ashley Cohen, I assume that she is suing this company because her husband got crushed by the fall of his own body off of some building. That's terrible. All right, let's get into the case. Plaintiff, Ashley Cohen. Defendant, Ostavik Architectures. All right. Damage lawsuit filed by Ashley Cohen. Got it. Details. Ashley Cohen, the daughter of Fred Cohen, there we go, who died by falling from the 15th floor of the ongoing construction within Ostavik. Is that Ukrainian? I don't know. Ostavik Construction Company about a week ago filed a lawsuit for compensation worth $120,000, stating that the construction owners did not take sufficient safety measures. Relevant units carried out by the investigation and added results to the examination report. On behalf of this Ukrainian construction company, attorney David Hamilton is featured. Man, is featured. I would never have said that, but okay. Statements. Ashlet? Have I been reading Ashley this whole? It says Ashley here. That's a T. It says Ashley. Okay, that's a typo. Good job, devs. All right, Ashlet Cohen says that maybe this isn't even her. This could be a forgery. We don't even know. I was taking my child to school the day the accident happened. The call came and they said that my father had an accident at work and was taken to the hospital. When I reached the hospital, they gave me the news of my father's death. Couldn't see my father in the first day because he was being examined. But the next day I saw his terrible state in the morgue. Those who did this should never see the light of day. I mean, your father fell head first from a 15-floor building. Like, there's not much left to see unless you're in for looking at pancakes, man. I don't know. Ashley Cohen, I request that the necessary action be taken against the construction company and its officials who did not take any safety precautions against the possibility of him falling from the area he was working in, even though he was too old and aimed to make a profit, even from security costs. I mean, all right. There are exactly 60 workers working in our construction. None of these people fall or fail to prioritize their own safety. It's not their job. This is exactly what should happen. However, the employee named Fred Cohen constantly endangered the safety of himself and his friends by being too hasty in everything he did. The accident was entirely his fault. I'm inclined to agree with Ashley on this one. Although, let's check the evidence over here. Employees have sufficient protective evidence, but it's not like you can sufficiently protect yourself from falling off a 15-floor building and landing on your face. So, but as a matter of fact, it has been observed that employees who are required to use protective equipment, even if not during working hours, do not use this equipment. So there's something to be said there. There is no safety rope on the scaffolding. So it looks like we've got both employee and employer fault here. This looks very divided. We can't talk to them? We can't ask them questions? I have so much I need to know. We just got to make a ruling on this? Yo. Okay. We're just going to make a ruling here. Okay, so Ukrainian construction company pays compensation worth $120,000 to Ashley Cohen, and the company continues its activities. Ostavac Construction Company pays compensation worth $120,000 to Ashley Cohen, and the company's operations are suspended. Shall not pay any compensation and is not penalized. Okay. I see fault on both sides. I don't see any reason for the company to stop its activities. I'm sorry, I just don't. Construction needs to continue. That's business law. We need to keep things rolling. Do they maybe need to learn from this? Yes, and I think they'll learn by being docked $120,000 worth of money so that Ashley Cohen can take care of her expenses and her father's pancaked-ass body. So this is my ruling. Again, I'm not following the game guide or anything else. I'm just going by my gut because I feel like that's what's fair. And I don't really think that you have I don't think there's a corruption charge in that. I think that's just a choice you can make. All right, so we got through that. Let's take care of our mental health a little bit because I have a feeling that may come up later on. Let's check out the bar. All right, so 15% mental health. It's going to cost us, though, $1,000. No. How much is a beer? Oh, my God. You know what? My mental health is not that important. Let's go. Matter of fact, hold up a second. While we're here, let's do a run to the casino. I've had a run of bad luck here, and I feel like we need to make up for that. So let's just take this one card at a time. And they're not giving us the right cards, but we're going to have to stick and stay. Wow. Okay. Well, that didn't work out. Let's try one more. Let's try one more, and then we'll get the hell out of here. So hopefully 19. Yep, 19. Okay, well, we'll stay and watch them get 21 again. All right, well, I got our money back. All right, one more. Let's lose this 100 or pick it up again. Got a 4, so we got 14. No, we got 6. Okay. 17. Are we going to risk it for the biscuit? Let's give it one more. Now we got 10 or 20. I think we can hold on 20. Let's stay. It's either going to be a push or... There we go. All right, we're up. Let's call that good and get the hell out of here. I'm always happy when I win anything, even if it's $1. There's no need to go broke. This is not a second job. Gambling is not a good way to live your life. Anyway, let's just... what am I doing? Let's go home. Let's get some sleep. All right. Week 13, case 2. Wow. Dang. This is not good. Let's check our stats over here, make sure we're good. Wow. This is bad. Ugh. This poor woman. Oh, man. This is not okay. Okay, there we go. Assault report. Swelling and bruising around her eye due to impact. Dude. Broken nasal bone. Oof. Man, was she at a construction company too? Good lord. Case, why are they standing next to each other if this is the bad guy? Alright, so he's got a criminal record, so this is gonna... Whatever this ends up being, if we charge him, this is gonna be aggravated. Let's keep that in mind. Valentine I guess that's Valentine. We're going to go with Valentine. Valentine Plaus. Great name. Damn. Charges beating. Recently, Vinny, is that what he goes by? Vinny Plaus made a report to the police and stated, oh, Vinny, that's the girl. The woman's name is Vinny. Her husband's name is Valentine. Okay. That her husband was violent towards her. Police went to the house where Vinny Plaus and Valentine Plaus lived, checked the situation, and seriously warned the person named Valentine. Yeah, cops need to not seriously, they need to help the girl leave. That's what needs to happen. The next day, Vinny Plaus notified the police again and reported the same situation, and the police went to the house where the couple lived to detain the person named Valentine Plaus. Vinny Plaus stated that she had a complaint against her husband. We're married for 5 years. I've never experienced any violence from my husband until now. But during this year, he increasingly started to use physical violence against me. I'd report him to the police. I thought it would calm down a bit after that, but it wasn't what I expected, and he started to take a more aggressive approach towards me. The last incident I experienced was the last straw. I complained and filed a complaint against him again. I request that the necessary action be taken. During our relationship with my wife, this is Valentine now. During our relationship with my wife, I did not use any violence against her. Love my wife very much, and I've always had a naive approach towards her. I think that everything we see in the world is the work of women. They are special. My wife and I have had occasional arguments and fights, but unfortunately, these are indispensable parts of our marriage. The only reason I argue with her is because I value her too much. Bro, why are you full of shit right now? This 37-year-old dickhead. Let's see. Why are they next to each other? Dude, in his statement, your husband said that he did not use violence against you. It was just an argument. What do you think about this topic? My husband is a great wordsmith, and he definitely lies. I don't agree. Dude, her face is all fucked up. What are you doing here? Can you explain to us what you mentioned in your statement as the final straw? I cook the meals at home, and before I cook, I ask my husband what he wants. I asked him what he wanted, and he asked me to make chicken salad. As we were eating, he told me that the food had no salt. When I told him I forgot to put salt, he threw the remote control in my face, and it hit me right in the nose. No, this is bad. I can't explain how it hurts. No kidding. I went to the hospital alone and found out that the bone in my nose was broken. Yeah, I bet. Why'd you throw the remote at your wife's face? Actually, I didn't want to throw the remote control at my wife. At that time, I was watching the football match of my favorite team, and the team was behind in the score. I got angry at one point and wanted to throw the remote control at the TV, but my wife was passing in front. Shut up, motherfucker. Nope. I'm not reading the rest of that. Fuck him. Fuck this mother. Fuck him. What's his... What? Let's go back. What are you being charged with? Because we're definitely going beating. Okay, it's aggravated because you have a criminal record and you're a dick face. So what is this? This is a physical assault crime, beating, 4 years. Done. Let's just go. Like, I don't want to hear shit from this guy anymore. You know what? Between you and I, we're gonna do something here. We're gonna put him in prison for 900 years. I don't care. Fuck this guy. I will pay. I'm gonna pay to bribe the cop because this is a corruption beef right here. But I don't care because fuck this guy. You get 900 years in prison. Forever. Fuck you, dude. I will take the corruption charge. That guy can go to prison forever. Where they don't have remotes. Dickhead. God damn, man. That's so fucking terrible. And if you do that, be a man and own up to it. I got money to pay for that. I go to the casino. It'll be fine. Alright, my worthless cat hates me. Let's go to bed. Let's go to bed. I gotta pay a cop off today. Bill passed. Penalty reduction has been arrived for criminals over 50 years of age. So we can't put them in prison for 900 years? Is that what you're saying? Week 13, case 3. All right. What is my corruption's up to 20%. All right, let's go pay off the cop. Offer a bribe. Yes. I know someone who's perfect for this job. Great, because there we go. Now we have no fear of going to prison because we sent that guy to prison for 900 years. Fuck that guy. Come in my courtroom and hit women, dude. Watch what happens. All right. So who we got? We got people here. Let me pop this open real quick. Give me 1 second. Honestly, what's the point in being a judge if you can't occasionally send people to prison for 900 years for hitting their wife in the face? Fuck that guy. Fuck him, dude, with a chair. All right, let's go. Let's open this up. What we got here? Bit number of the IP address that made a cyber attack on the bank. Okay. Correspondence of bit numbers to IP. IP address of Elliot Isaac. IP address of Gene Isaac. Okay. So 172.164.254. I mean, that to me is Elliot Isaac, but because this 100 right here is just the, yeah, it's just the number of the thing. I mean, okay. So do we have digital evidence? Yeah, it's just the spot on the router, right? So, I mean, that's probably them. Gene Isaac, female, no criminal record, positive health test. Okay, she is a citizen. Let's check this dude. Elliot Isaac. Yes, he's got a criminal record. Does she? She don't have no criminal record? No. So if they both get strung, he's going to have an ag charge and she's not. Okay, positive. Let's check it out. Cybercrime. Recently, an abnormal money flow was detected in the inter-account transfer reports of the bank named Art Bank. Nice name. The first person to notice the incident was a person named Joan Floyd, who has been working at the bank for 10 years. It was stated that there was a total of 5 money transfers in the incident, and the money was transferred to the same account. As the amount of money increased at the time rate with each transfer, Joan Floyd thought that there was something wrong and checked into the accounts. The account owner, Elliot Isaac, was reported to the authorities and detained at his home address. Upon Elliot Isaac's statement, his sister, Jean Isaac, was detained in her residence address to take his statement. All right. Elliot, I'm not aware of the incident in question. I don't use that account anyway. Since I didn't use it, I gave it to my sister when she needed it. We never talked to her about this kind of issue. She is Jean Isaac. It's nice to know who she is. It would be better if you consult her about this matter. I last saw her about a month ago when I went to visit my family. All right. Jean, I have no knowledge about the subject you were talking about. A few days ago, some money was deposited into my bank account, but I don't know who sent the money. I got the account from my brother just to save money and keep it safe. It seems to me that there's been a bank misunderstanding. Okay. Well, so far this is kind of a rough one. It's all hearsay evidence, right? This didn't give me anything conclusive. I mean, if we're just going straight across, this matches neither one of them. But I would say this is an Elliot Isaac thing right here. But that's just me. So let's just find out. Because this is the position on the router. You know what I'm saying? In real life, like 192.168, you know, this is the position on the router. .245, whatever. Like, this is where we're going here. So let's see what they got to say. You stated that some money arrived in your bank account. Haven't you wondered who and how the money came from? I was doing a different job at the time and only saw the incoming notification. I didn't even know the amount of money. Money was transferred to your bank account 5 times, and you were notified each time. You didn't look at any of these notifications? Actually, I looked, but I didn't understand anything. That's why I didn't tell anyone. Okay, do we get to talk to him? Can I talk to you? Oh, son, what? All right. Am I really gonna line Elliot up with this? I mean, maybe I'm supposed to make something out of this, out of these corresponding bit numbers up here, right? But because right here, I got 172.164, right, and then yeah, 254, but 100 is here. I don't understand what they're trying to get me to match here. Maybe I'm an idiot. That's very, very likely. I've got to be honest with you. But I am a bit confused about this. So maybe there's an obvious answer that I'm missing. Let's see what options we get. What are they being charged with? Cybercrime. Okay. What's the laws on cybercrime? Four years, 8 years. Okay. So she's... Yeah, he has a criminal record. She doesn't. It'd be nice if they told us what... Man, they're not really giving us a whole lot of leeway here. Whew, I guess we're just gonna have to rest on this and just let it be. I mean, I don't really have much of a choice but to make a guess. And it's clear that the money came into their accounts. And the money didn't just show up by itself. Although, does it say where it came from? It just said it was suspicious. Oh, I hate these cases because I really want to get the correct answer. I don't want to just guess. And I feel like I'm just wasting my time here. All right. I'm going to line them both up. I don't really have another choice, right? So, he's the ag one. Yeah. And she's not. No. Right? Yeah. So, she's 4, he's 8. That's it. I don't care. But you know what? It's not her account. It's not her account. It doesn't matter whether she's... Oh, God. It's not her account. The account's not in her name. It doesn't matter if she was using it. The account's in his name. It's him. So I gotta call her not guilty. And Elliot here is gonna have to do 8. So... I hope that's right. I want it to be correct. I guess we'll find out. Alright, as a result of the decisions you made in the case, we decided to raise your salary to $2,700. Damn! We picked up some cash! We're balling out of control, it's nuts. Alright. Cool. Didn't really feel like going to jail or being assassinated, so let's check our balance. I can't wait to get home and see what they're about to ask me for. What do we got now? 62. 62, we're looking good. Can I withdraw more money? No, okay. Let's just leave. How come y'all are not asking me for anything? I feel real strange about that. I feel like I don't trust any of you guys. Alright. Let's just go to bed. I feel like we've had a long week. We need to just pass out. Week 14, case 1. Uh-oh. Hey, by the way, see, we got 15%. That means that we did something wrong. That means that we did something wrong in our last thing. Let's see what this says. Oh, look, it's more beet juice. Thomas Daniel and George Reese. Don't forget these names. If these people are punished for the crimes they are tried for, you will have to walk around looking for that shitty ass for the rest of your life. What? Think of these guys as the center of a city. If the city center disappears, the city also disappears. If the city is destroyed, you will be destroyed too, Judge. Listen, we've already started this, not giving a fuck. We're not going to start giving a fuck now. So let's see if we can bribe an officer because apparently we're in trouble. Oh, okay. Well, I've recently used their services, so I guess that's not going to happen. All right, let's pop this open real quick. There we go. Oh, look at these passports. Dang. Fake passports and IDs found in the home of Thomas Daniel and George Reese during the operation. There's one digital evidence for this case. All right, well, they're probably guilty then. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say. Lisa Margaret. George, I've got it covered. This is the money I earned today. George Reese. Okay, tomorrow a different person will come at the same time and in the same hotel. Be nice to our customer this time. He's a very rich person. Lisa Margaret. No, I don't want to do prostitution anymore. What is happening here? What? Thomas Daniel. What? When things are going so well? What? George Reese. Yes, Thomas is right. You can't leave it in this situation. If you leave, you will rot in prison. Dude. Did we just find out that they're like force pimping Lisa Margaret? What's happening here? What is this game? Holy shit, what is... Okay, George Reese, yes, former criminal record. He is a citizen. His health is fine. Health is fine, citizen, criminal record. Both these guys, Thomas Daniel and George Reese. Both dickheads, in my opinion. Let's find out. Charges. Human trafficking. Organizing prostitution activities. So this is two different crimes here. Okay. In recent weeks, a person named Lisa Margaret went to the police force and claimed that these individuals named George Reese and Thomas Daniel were forcing her into prostitution. Thereupon, police followed the individuals named George Reese and Thomas Daniels, who were thought to be organizing a prostitution ring. The police, in agreement with Lisa Margaret, placed voice recorders on the person. It has been determined that the gang secretly smuggles women from foreign countries by land and sea intermittently. Nice word. During simultaneous operations, persons named George Reese and Thomas Daniel were caught and detained. Copy that. Lisa Margaret. I wanted to go abroad because there were not enough job opportunities in my home country. While doing research, I met people named Thomas Daniel and George Reese on the internet, which is the safest place to meet people. Let me tell you, they introduced themselves to me as businessmen and said they would help me with passports and visas to enter the Banana Republic. They said that they would also help with finding a job after entering the country. I thought I should take the advantage of the opportunity. They demanded $10,000 from me for the transactions, and I paid. After we came to Banana Republic on a boat. Was it a banana boat? Oh my goodness. With many people whose nationalities I did not know. Immediately afterwards, they called me to a hotel room. When I went, they told me about a few businessmen. The job was about serving alcohol to these men and spending time with them. Shortly after accepting the job, I realized that this was actually prostitution for money, which is what prostitution is, because if it's not for money, it's just sex. Anyway, Lisa Margaret says, I said I didn't want to do the job. They also threatened me, saying that they would file a complaint against me because I entered the country illegally. George Reese. I don't know why you arrested and questioned me. I'm not guilty of anything. What you say is just ridiculous gossip. We run an institution that has a certain reputation abroad and provides language training. Okay, George Reese says, we provide job opportunities in Banana Republic for affordable wages to people who achieve 95% success in our institution's training. I have nothing to do with organizing prostitution ring of which I am accused or trafficking in women. You can't ask me to tell you anything. I know my rights and I don't have to explain anything. You do actually, because this is a court of law. I'm a judge and you're a convict in a jumpsuit. I do a very respectable job. I do not accept the accusations. I find them disgusting and I want to speak before the judiciary. Bro, this is Banana Republic, son. There's no judiciary here. There's only me and you are going to prison, sir. Especially because, and I want to point this out to everybody here, they might have been considered, there's a possibility of innocence until this letter covered in beet juice showed up. All right? So the minute you start spilling cranberry beet juice all over your letters and threatening me, nah, son, you got to go. So you're going to go away for the max. Both of these guys got criminal records. Yes, they do. All right, human trafficking, organized prostitution. Let's double check the law book. Am I going right past it like an idiot? Narcotics, traffic, cyber, crimes against the state, organized smuggling. Human trafficking is right here. So both of them can pick up 12 on that, right? I feel like you add these together. No, it's none of that. None of that. Is there no, like, prostitution crime, sex crime? There's gotta, oh, sexual, well, there's that. But that's not what this is. Yeah, okay, it's none of that. So we're gonna stick with human trafficking, 12 years on each. Honestly, these two look like they can do that standing on their heads. So, yeah, 12 years. Do you want to hear what they have to say? I don't. I'm good. 12 years. Let's line them up. Guilty, jail, 12 years. There we go. Done. Accept decision. You're getting the same thing. You jabroni. Thomas Daniel. Don't even care. Bye. Alright, good to go. So we have not been assassinated yet. We have not gone to jail. So far, so good. Yeah, everything looks fine here. Let's end the day, get some sleep. Economic crisis is increasing. As a result of the depression caused by the economic crisis, people took to the streets. The government, on the other hand, targeted the mafias responsible for these protests and said that it organized people. Breaking news! BTV! Don't care. Is that Banana TV? Is that what the B stands for? That's fantastic. Alright. Let's get going on this day. Week 14, case 2. Who we got here? Jaden Haywood, Lily Bauman, Casey Bauman, Abby Bauman. Alright. Dang, we obviously did something really wrong in the last one. Can we pay this guy off yet? No, we can't. Dude, I feel like... that really frustrates me. I tried to send them away for the right amount of time. Anyway, I'm Jack Bauman. I give away my wealth to my most beautiful daughter. Oh, son, what did you do? Jack, you died, and there's 3 women over here that all think they're the most beautiful, and we're gonna have to choose. That is the dumbest thing ever. The issue of Jack Bauman's inheritance not being shared among family members. Defendants, Abby, Casey, and Lily. Plaintiff, lawyer of Jack Bauman, Jaden Haywood. After Jack Bauman's death, his 3 daughters inherited assets of $18 million. Before his death, he informed his lawyer that he would distribute his assets in his will. While preparing his will, he died of a heart attack before completing it. Thereupon, lawyer Jaden Haywood decided to take the matter to court. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Who do you think your father was referring to? My father always loved me as my beautiful. He definitely means me. Who do you think your father was referring to? I participated in the beauty contest. My father emphasized this. And who do you think your father was referring to? My name means beautiful. My father knew this. He wrote it this way in his will. Okay. So we're going to have to share this evenly. Do you have a statement? I guess you don't. If we can share this evenly. The court is not here. Yeah, divide the inheritance equally among the 3 sisters. The court is not here to determine attractiveness. That's ridiculous. Get the hell out of my courtroom. I don't even know why I'm hearing that. There's like people being assassinated in courtrooms and shit. There's government problems going on and you're asking me which one of you is beautiful? You guys get to divide it. You're all equally beautiful in God's eyes. Get the fuck out of here. All right, let's go. End the day. Week 14, case 3. All right, who's this smarmy bastard here? Oh, more beet juice. If you do not find Max Freud guilty of the charges for which he is tried, his acquittal will be your end. Understand what we say thoroughly and make a careful decision. Well, I see you're not guilty, sir. Let me guess, this is a frickin' rose and a barat. Or garrote, excuse me. It must be. Let's see. Post made by the individual on social media. Isn't it time to put a stop to this happening? Now is the time to show the power of the people. Let's gather for action tomorrow and show them who's boss. We are gathering for actions tomorrow. Okay. So he's an organizer. See if there's digital evidence. There's not. Okay, let's hear the case. No criminal record. His mental health is fine. He is a citizen. Max Freud charges inciting hatred and hostility among the public. Max Freud has been criticizing the current government on his social media accounts for the last 2 months. Posts shared from these accounts contain both misleading data and incorrect information. People from the public who believe in him and tend to be anarchists took to the streets and demonstrated without permission and committed illegal actions collectively in some regions. During these illegal actions, the slogans of the demonstrators, "Resign the government" and "Long live Max Freud" were recorded. As a result of these events, the person named Max Freud was taken into custody. Did not commit any crime. I simply exercised my right of freedom of expression in our country and pointed out the aspects of the government that I did not like. I would expect statesmen to take these statements of mine as constructive criticism, not as threats. In conclusion, you can judge me for criticizing, but you cannot interfere with the people's freedom of expression. Well, here's my problem. This is a banana republic. So I don't know if we have a constitution or not. But I'll tell you this. In here we have incitements of crime and crimes of instigation. Nope, that's not it. There are... Is it crimes against the state? No, that's not it. Hold on. What's he being charged with? Let's look at that. Inciting hatred and hostility among the public. Okay, is that an actual crime? Narcotics, traffic, cyber, crimes against the state, corruption, terrorism, high treason. It's none of that. Okay. Organized crime, smuggling, financial. Oh. No, never mind. I was thinking of something else. Sexual assault, public prosecution offenses. Here you go. Inciting hatred and hostility among the public. That's a pretty heavy sentence. But the reality is, these right here don't exist. Like in Canada, in the US, in the UK, violation of restrictions, there's no curfew. So this doesn't exist. Inciting hatred and hostility among the public, this is not a crime in the UK or Canada or the US. I mean, damage to public property, yeah. And failure to fulfill commitment, I don't know exactly what that is referring to. Here's the thing. Mr. Beat Juice down here is telling me that, you know, yeah, his acquittal will be my end. I'm not inclined to acquit him, to be honest. I know he's innocent. He's innocent in Canada, the US, and the UK. For sure, right? And maybe a few other countries that don't have a communist or what this is referring to as a banana republic, right? So, but we are in a banana republic here. This is clearly a banana republic. That's the name of the game. So, and we have laws against this kind of stuff. So I feel like he's guilty. I know that sounds terrible, but do you see yourself as responsible for the illegal demonstrations and actions carried out by the public? Your Honor, I am not responsible for these actions. The government itself is responsible for the economic crisis. And I agree with you, dude. I do. I agree with you. It is claimed that you are a senior manager of the mafia. Oh, I didn't know this. And an illegal organization. Is there anything you want to say about this? Your Honor, these statements are nothing more than a smear campaign to discredit me. Wait. Now, we just got some information. Okay, so we have... This says it wants us to find him guilty. Guys, look, I think I have to find him guilty. I do. Not because these laws work in our country. I am not a judge in the US or the UK. I am a judge in the Banana Republic, and I have to abide by that. Usually, whatever Beat Juice says here, I do the opposite. But I gotta find this guy guilty. I know, I'm upset about it. I'm upset about it. And I'm not trying to rest on my laurels. I'm just thinking that's what it is. He has no criminal record, but I think he's about to have one. So, yeah, we got to sentence him to 14 years. I'm sorry, my dude. I truly am. But I gotta give you this sentence. Man, I feel horrible. And I realize this is probably off the target, but still, $2,800. Man, they're only giving me a $100 raise. This is really, I feel like I deserve more. As a result of your decisions you made in the case, we decided to raise your salary. That's nice. Let's move on. Judge Artard is not doing as well as he wanted. These cases are getting confusing. There's no like black and white answer here. I mean, maybe for some, but if you're being objective and you're remembering where you are, I don't know. All I know is I got paid. So we're at $8,500. We're doing all right. I feel like they're making us build this up for some reason. Oh, of course. This is why right here. Yes, my love. Your family says they don't get along with the neighbors and want to move to a new house. If you move to a new home, weekly household expenses will be $2,000. The next week's payment will be at the new place. Your sanity will severely drop if you don't. Yeah, we'll take it. We're making more money. This will be okay. I hope you guys are happy now. My sanity is still up. We're doing good. We're not going to have much money going forward, but that's all right. I knew they were having to save it up. All right, y'all. This has been another episode of Game Blaze. Things are getting real tense here on Judge Sim, but you know what? You got to stick around and check out our next week's episode because we're going to find out what's happening here, all right? We're doing good. We're trying not to be corrupt. We're trying to follow, the golden rule and not follow Mr. Beet Juice, even though we did so on the last one. I don't know. We got to figure this out. No more corruption. Yeah. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, I'm going to check in with you guys next time, all right? Peace.